Everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be showing you Gradient Storm on two styles. One's short, the other one is long. But it's not so much about the styles. Well, I'll give you information about the styles, but it's more about the color, and we'll do a little bit of color comparison. I'd like to thank Franny from Franny's Hair for providing Jamison and Avalon in Gradient Storm so I could show you both styles in this new beautiful color from Estetica. They're still in the box. They just arrived last night. I haven't taken them out. I have been really good. Right now I'm wearing Sky by Estetica in the color Chrome RT1B. This one is showing a little bit of wear. I love this one. I don't know when I purchased this, probably 2-3 years ago. I have no idea. But Estetica fibers are workhorses. They just last and last. Anyway, this is not about Sky, but I just wanted to start off with it because I am going to use it to compare. Many of you have asked about the color difference between Chrome RT1B and Gradient Storm. I will leave the link to Franny's Hair listed down below for you in the description box, so you can find this, so you can find these styles, or many of the other styles, her open box. This color, I'm going to show it to you in natural light, and it's an overcast day, so you may be able to get a better look at the color. When I've seen the pictures of this color, I thought, wow, that is a really, really dark root to it. And not everyone likes such a dark root or a dark base. What I will tell you is that I have seen this color on Franny, and she has a very fair skin tone, unlike mine. And I thought it looked beautiful on her when she posted it on her private Facebook group, Franny's Hair. Something to keep in mind, because sometimes we see these colors and we're like, oh wow, is that going to look good on me? You know, can I wear that? And you'd be surprised. But if you order your piece from Franny, she has a 30-day return policy, which is amazing, really, for a retailer to offer 30 days return. So you can certainly purchase it and see if it's something that you would like. If you don't, you can always return it. Just make sure to read the return policy in case you decide that it doesn't work for you. You can comply with the return policy and it'll be returnable. As I mentioned, I'm not going to do a real thorough review. Jamison has been, and Avalon, they've both been reviewed a lot. But I'll show you the cap and then I'll put it on. Well, the lace front goes all the way to the ear tab. We have a left part, minimal permatease, lots of stretch, as you may know with any Esteticas, really. That root is the color of my bio hair. Well, before the grays. I know it's not for everyone. I know it's not, but, you know, this isn't about me. It's about you, and it's about what, you know, for you to see it, and you decide if this is something that you would like. I'm just spraying some water just to separate the fibers a little bit. The one thing about Jamison that I really don't care for are these inturned ends. That's just me. If you love them, you wear them. I would take some steam and just straighten it out. Let me show you how this color looks on all sides, and then we'll get into the color. Estetica describes Gradient Storm as a dark brown root that looks very much darker than dark brown to me, but I need to tell you what Estetica says. And it melts into a light gray, and then we come to the ends with silver tone. So it's pretty gradient. And I know some of you are going to tell me, Marlene, when we get gray hair, we don't have that dark root. This is a fashion color, ladies. This is not the real deal. Nice thing with Jamison, you can tuck it behind the ear. Oh yeah, I like this. Okay, so what is the difference between Gradient Storm and Chrome RT1B? There's a huge difference. With Gradient Storm, as I mentioned, they're describing it, and Estetica describes it as a dark brown root. I see it as black. We all see colors differently. and it melts into the light gray and the silver tones at the end. Okay, the difference with Chrome RT1B. Obviously, the 1B is going to be your off black roots, which we have, and I agree with Estetica, that is definitely an off black root. However, because on Chrome RT1B, we don't have, it's not a long root, it all blends in together. They've blended the gray and the white with 25% of the medium brown. It's all blended in together and all on that gray white. I think it's, yeah, there's 25%. I would agree with that, because we're not seeing an abundance of the brown blended in with the grays. So as you can see, the colors are quite different. If you want something a little bit more blended, then definitely Chrome RT1B. If you are like me and you have very dark hair naturally, you might like this one. But like I said, you could always send it back to Franny if, you know, within those 30 days. And here is Avalon in the same Gradient Storm. We're going to have a lace front, the left part. I feel more permatease on Avalon than I feel with Jamison. Felt covered ear tabs, an extended nape, and we have hook type adjusters. Same cap on as we have on both, and lots of stretch to Avalon. Avalon has beautiful, beautiful curls. I wanted to show you what it looked like on this style. The only problem that I've always had with Avalon is that we do have higher density right here, and as you can see it's looking a bit poofy. Can we fix it? Yeah, we can fix it a little bit, but I'm just going to spray some water. But I wanted to make you aware, especially if you're someone that doesn't like a high density or you don't want high permatease, then, you know, that's something to consider with Avalon. It can be thin, of course. I mean, if you absolutely love the color from Estetica and you just really want to have some curls, this can be thin. But as you can see, we have a good abundance of hair there. Let me show you the lace front. It's going to be the same on Jamison as it is on Avalon. I will tell you, there are dark knots on this color. It doesn't matter which style it is. If you don't care for the dark knots, this may not be the color for you, because we do have that dark knotting. See that? Very thin lace and very dark knotting. I really would have liked to see Estetica add some of these pieces, some of the gray or some of the silver in order to kind of camouflage those dark knots a bit, very similar to how they did it in Chrome. I'm not saying that I would have preferred a white band, but I think that if they would have taken some of that gray and kind of mixed it in, I think it would have worked really well and we wouldn't have such dark knotting. Let me show you Avalon on all sides. The other thing that I do want to point out about this color, we have that left part, and as you can see, the gradient, that light gray and silver tone starts on this side. It starts right kind of towards the middle, but if we look at it on the right hand side, you notice how those lighter fibers are coming through like starting up here. I really would have liked to see it a little bit more even on both sides, but something else that I wanted to make you aware of, I don't like anybody to be surprised. You're going to look at it and say, yeah, that's not going to work for me. Nevertheless, I think that there is always a wig out there for all of us. And what may work for one may not work for another. I think that our preferences, whether it's clothes or it's makeup or wigs, it doesn't matter. There are some that really work for us and some that just don't. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with the wig. It's not that the wig is ugly. It doesn't work for us. There are many wigs that I put on and I think, yeah, this does not work for me at all. So I totally get it. But, you know, the good thing is that we have lots of choices, lots of colors to choose from. And, you know, we just have to remember that not all wigs are our dream hair. Some are and some aren't. I'll see everyone in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.